I appreciate the way you reinvent yourself at your own pace.
Yeah.
That whenever I want to do this, when I'm ready, I'll do this. And
Yeah.
that's the way you've done. And I think it's a family trait or something like that.
No, I think
No?
it's perhaps, I'd like to think I'm like my father. I feel like everyone else in the family is slightly more goal-driven, perhaps. And they, especially my mother. My mother was working very hard from a very young age with very single-minded focus. Like she wanted to be an actor. And from the age of 17, she was doing that. And she's doing it today.
Yeah.
She just had, I think she had 2 movie releases this past year. So she's actually one of the most employed actors in our family today, perhaps.
And
So
also, she at times, like I said, at your own pace, she took a break in between. She came back.
that's true.
She did
She
this.
did. She was led by her heart. She got married. She had children. She did both, but then she took a break. But she hasn't really wanted to take a very long break, I think. And she, perhaps you're right. Perhaps we do reinvent ourselves at our own pace.
She did OTT. She's
done what she's wanted to, I suppose, yes.
Most screen people are told that don't attempt TV or don't attempt OTT because then coming back to the screen is hard. At least her generation people.
Yes.
The younger lot will be experimentative, but her generation got stuck in molds.
Yeah.
You don't see Dharminder doing an OTT
Yeah.
or, any of
Yes.
them.
Yes.
But she, like Amitabh Bachchan, I feel, is open to, new directors, new formats.
Yeah, I think she enjoys the medium very much and she likes to hone her craft and keep working. So I feel like if it interests you, the distribution of it, the things that are other people's domain, she doesn't really get too involved in beyond a point. She says, I'm an actor, I'm going to do my part. And then the medium that it's presented in could be secondary almost, whether it's OTT, whether it's television, whether it's on the big screen.
To think that Rang De Basanti happened 20 years ago.
I cannot imagine how time is going by so quickly. I can't wrap my head around it.
And you still look the same.
No, that's not true.
Yes, you still look like a young girl, straight out of, that college group. That
From a
was there.
distance. Yeah.
But people still come to you and talk to you about it.
I think it's because I'm petite, then I look the same. But people do. It's been one of the most, I think, memorable and liked films of my career, certainly.
Are you okay with that when people come up to you and talk to you about that?
I'm more excited that they talk to me about that. Usually people come up to me and say, we're such big fans of Tiger Patodi, Sharmila Tagore, Taimur, Kareena,
Taimur
Inaya, Kunal, like it's usually somebody else. So if they were actually to talk about a film that I'm a part of, I'm very excited.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Now that you've listed them all.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
That's a lot. But it must be like I just wonder, I'd like to be a fly on the wall on your dining table. What that's like.
I don't know if you've ever had dinner with a bunch of actors. We tend to talk about ourselves a lot.
Yeah.
But having said that, there are also some very entertaining people at the dinner table. And I would say the most entertaining are probably Kareena and Kunal.
Okay.
They really make us all laugh.
Your brother has a great sense of humor too.
He is, of course.
Very dry.
So do I. And so does Amma in her own way. And so did my father. And, so does my sister a little bit. But I really feel like on a good day, then Kunal and Kareena, perhaps the ones that make us laugh the most.
Really? Okay. And the repartee bit that your brother has and you have, who does that come from?
I would say it comes a little bit from our common upbringing, which also has to do with my father, genetically perhaps, but also with our exposure to studying abroad, being in England, having a sort of self-deprecating humor, and just having a sense of humor also.
But you, when you were in London in school, your brother had already finished with schooling, right?
No, so we are 9.5 years apart. And he was in Winchester for schooling while I was growing up. I only went for university.
You went for university, okay. He didn't go
No, he didn't go to university.
I
think he was supposed to. He was supposed to
go.
Also,
didn't he?
He went to a few schools. He did. And then he had his longest stint, I think, was at Winchester for a while. And then when he came back, I think he was supposed to go to university. And I think he did also board a plane and he did go off somewhere. But then he returned shortly after. And then he, I think it was not for him. And he decided to go to Mumbai.
Okay.
And I think he did an anti-dandruff hair commercial. And that's where it all started.
Was it you're the conformist? Went to school, college, proper
Yeah,
girl.
I'm the one who wanted to make my parents proud and was very also, I think, trying to carve my own identity. And I realized that not many of these people go to university. Not many of them who go to university actually complete their degrees. So let me be the academic one. And maybe I'll be able to then, have some identity in this family of superstars.
And Sabha is in the middle, or
She's the middle one.
She's the middle one.
And she's more artistic. She went to the Delhi College of Art, and she went to the GIA, Gemology Institute of America, and she did jewelry designing.
Okay.
And even now, I think she's more artistically inclined.
She never got into films then?
She would not want to be on camera.
Yeah.
Not at all. But she enjoys being behind the scenes. She enjoys photography, and she's the first day. We don't even see a lot of each other's films. But she will go and see and imagine everybody in the family, and there's a lot of them. She'll go and see everyone's films.
Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा।
The issue is टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है।
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल दें?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब।
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप।
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI, it does not lie.